No one should accuse Aquarius of false advertising. Every episode begins with the disclaimer that it is inspired in part by historical events. This program contains fictitious characters, places and circumstances. But the NBC drama, which returned for its second season Thursday, June 16, with a 120-minute, epic episode entitled Helter Skelter, sometimes goes beyond simply fictionalizing the tale of David Duchovny's made-up detective Sam Hodiak. Viewers looking for insight into one of the most troubled minds in modern history may be scratching their heads now that the episode has aired. Depicting Charles Manson, actor Gethin Anthony did something particularly startling, even for a notorious murderer. Read on for the spoiler-heavy details, and whether it really happened. Now that you've seen the episode, you'll remember the subplot involving Manson and Omar Dorsey's Ralph Church. The ex-con and the cult leader have an established history and made plans together, but in the episode, Manson serves Church and his men a meal laced with poison mushrooms, killing them. As dramatic as the moment may be, it never happened. In fact, Church is a fictionalized character, as are his ill-fated men. So, the next question would seem to be, is the moment authentic to something the real Manson would have done? The facts are that Manson and his family did indeed set up shop for years at Spahn Ranch, living a bohemian lifestyle that had people of all sorts moving in, partaking in their sex and drugs, and sometimes moving on. But if Manson allowed a group of black men to join their tribe for an extended period of time, history has forgotten it. Did Manson hate black people? Most definitely, and his prophecies of a helter-skelter race war fueled so many of his teachings that they eventually became a self-fulfilled prophecy where he needed it to happen if he wanted to maintain his flock. But rather than giving a group of intimidating lodgers poisonous mushrooms, Manson instead attempted to kickstart Helter Skelter in 1969 by shooting a black drug dealer named Bernard Lotzapapa Crow. Why is this important? As some have been quick to point out over the years, Charles Manson never actually killed anyone himself. Lotzapapa recovered from the gunshot wound unbeknownst to Manson, eventually testifying against him. Instead, Manson made his followers carry out his twisted crimes through mental manipulation and vague orders, which some might see as inauthentic to the Aquarius events. Does this change the way you view a show like Aquarius? Perhaps. But the bigger question would seem to be, doesn't the chilling tale of Charles Manson and his followers have enough twists and turns on its own?